Hello and welcome back. Saturday morning, 8:20. So I'll start making some of these videos a little earlier because I want to get out a little earlier so I can be back at feasible time. Not all, but especially when it starts to get darker sooner, be making them sooner. What sold video and got a question which I answered, and the answer is I use a box. So, for example, the question was about glasses, eyeglasses and frames and sunglasses and stuff. These are ones that I do not have. Well, they're my wife's. I found them on a counter. So I'm just using those. I have a whole box over here. So these, a lot of the stuff I get from Supply Hut. I'm not sponsored by them. Charlie doesn't mind if I mention them, obviously. Um, the quality, the thickness, and the quality of these boxes, as opposed to some of the other companies that you could buy boxes for relatively inexpensive on eBay, these are built better and they're more firm. I mean, I picked some up that are before I bought some that are like half the size of this, and they're just one, not even corrugated. So if it saves you 2 cents a box to get something thinner when you're shipping out frames that are anywhere from $20 to 200 plus, you want something that's stronger. I do live about a half an hour from them, so I will order online. I will email and be like, hey, I just placed this order. I'll pay with cash and I'll pick them up. And by average, the times that I've gotten stuff, it's 40% cheaper than if you were to just do everything straight, order straight, and they mail it to you because he does free shipping. So the shipping is all kind of added in the cost. Anyhow, so is what I'll do with these here. And these work great for holding, for example, not all the time, not for DVDs, but for like really um, specific, like maybe if I want to protect a game case, those put in there real nice and snug, and then that'll go in a bubble envelope. An eBay one, it won't fit in one of the smaller ones that I get from Supply Hut. So is what I'll do, get these here. This is going to be simple claps in the box. And then I have some tape, and I buy, I forget, it's been well over 3 years. So I'll get usually, I think the one I got was 2 cases, and there's 96 rolls total. And I think I paid, I don't remember what I paid, $50 for all that tape. And that just lasts for years and years and years and years. So buy it once, buy it cheap. Buy a heap, buy it cheap. Or in some cases, sell a heap, sell it cheap. So there's that. And then with these frames, whatever they may be, what I'll do, I will take the grocery bags or shopping bags in general, and down toward the bottom, kind of do that. Put those right here. Fold and fold. So now the glass has 2 right there. So I'm reducing, reusing, recycling. I'll take this. It won't be quite as wide because now I'm going the perpendicular way. So now this will go on the fold where there's 2, or where the actual lenses are up here. I'll wrap this around. You don't have to push it down really tight. And I'll take another one because this third one is going to add that extra bit of mount in there that's going to give it to where it's not going to move around. And then again with the parallel alignment, just like that. And then that in here. And there we go. Tape it up. And they with all that, it's almost always under 3 ounces to send that out. So these boxes, I don't remember, maybe 15 cents. So um, I have not, and I will not send them out glasses and frames. So a a good measurement of what you do for selling and packaging is product of the supplies that you're using. And if you're packaging well, and if you're shopping frugally enough to where you're getting stuff for the right price, supplies wise, and you're packing it up well, you're more inclined to get repeat buyers. Um, my repeat buyer count has increased quite a bit with media. Matter of fact, the Marty Robbins from yesterday's sales, which I think there's a picture of, which I didn't get a picture of. There it is. The same person, international, bought the two different Marty Robbins. So they paid that international. It may not have been much for them, but they paid that twice. And there's a variation. I have someone who buys a variance of different types of genres of books, but each book that they're buying is 40, 50, 60 bucks. And they've bought 6, 7, maybe 8 in the past couple years. So, and it's always, I get the feedback, packaged well. It's a paperback. It wasn't put in just a little slip mailer. This was, seller sent a $20 paperback in a bubble mailer, things like that. So ship the things right. Get the lowest price you can on your supplies. And fortunately for me, I live right down the road from Supply Hut, about half an hour from me. All right. So there's that. These, take those out. So we will find out what's sold. All right. This Children of Caesar 2-disc set, 19 bucks. So I round up or round down. It's actually 18.53, so I round it up. These strawberries, I'm sorry, the straws. Straubs, live at BBC. So these I've had for a while. See if I can see a date stamp on here. July of 2024, 55.22. So the 22, I rounded down to 55. Till we have faces. Yes, till we have faces. C.S. Lewis, little tear on the back, a little bit of spine wear right there. But it is a completely different cover and artwork. It's a primary why I bought it. It's a very, very, C.S. Lewis, you can find, you have like the Screw Tape Letters and Narnia and all that other stuff. A lot of them out there. This is another one of those books that there's a lot of them out there. But the cover is what caught my attention. So I looked it up and tried to find some with this cover, and they sell for right around what this one did, 25 bucks. Where are you going, Rigby? All right. Bananarama, 45. So I got a bunch of 45s. So if you're kind of new here, I got a bunch of 45s at a place called Amelia's in Streetsboro, which is no longer open. And there's the sourcing video where I've got like $10,000 for the graphic for the thumbnail, because I have no idea about 45s, but I picked up all of the 45s for $100, and there were like 700 that were just, or 600, whatever it was, that I gave to Cyprian, one of the media people at Savers up here. A couple others that were lower priced, but they all had the actual graphic sleeve, got put in an auction and got like $50 or $80 or whatever it was for those. And then everything else that was like $12 or more stayed listed, or I listed them. This one was a little less than that, $11. So I still have maybe 30 of them left. And when the time comes, and they're probably after the turn of the year, these I will just take up here. There's a independent little record store called the Record Den right up the road. I've never been there. Wife and daughter have, and I'll go up there with everything that I have left, and if I can get $5 or $10 out of it, cool. All right, that's Tales from the City. Two, yep, 2 disc DVD set, 37. Armed Response DVD, 28. Rock the Walk DVD, 15. And Schoolhouse Rocks Money DVD, 15. So that's all for the sales. And yesterday, I mean, you saw the screenshot. It was $120 for 6 that went out. And I think the day before was about the same. I think it was 128 and 6 or 7 went out. So those to have days when the sales should be roughly 250 or more, and have days when it's half that 250 adds up at the end of the week. Now it's Saturday, sales week for what the payout will be ends at 3 or Monday morning, 3 a.m. my time. So there's still plenty of time to get that up. But if it falls short, it falls short. Oh well. All you can do is just keep getting stuff to keep listing, which I have plenty that needs listed. And that takes me into where I'm going today. Oh yeah. So 213 in sales, 205 product cost received out of the 8. So heading down to Talmadge, Colorado Falls today. In Talmadge, so it'll be a Goodwill, or I'm sorry, I don't think I'll stop at that Goodwill far out in Talmadge. It's 20 minutes to get to the Salvation Army and the Goodwill. The Goodwill, they're in Talmadge. Their disc media section's fairly small. Their books about a third the amount of what most other stores have. So if I'm out about down in that given area, which my sister lives down that way, and about another 20 minutes south from there, my brother and my mom live down that way. However, I will start at the Salvation Army up in the Chapel Hill area, Chapel Hill Mall area. And then I will go down to State Road in Colorado Falls, the Goodwill Village Discount, and then take my way up to Macedonia and Solon, or Twinsburg and Solon, whichever those 2 Goodwills are. And I'll figure, depending on time frame from there, I'll go from there. But that's going to be today. And then tomorrow and Monday is pictures and listing. I did sell some wares yesterday. That's pretty much what I do when I'm getting back later and I know I'm not going to have time for pictures. Yeah, granted, I could probably get pictures of 10 things and get those and add some sell some wares. Sometimes I will. But getting stuff done every day, even if it's not listing new listings or not doing sell similars or relists or whichever, even if it's not that, do something or organize some of your stuff, put stuff away, straighten things out, put things in new containers, do something every day to make every day. You don't have to put in 7 hours every single day. I'm probably more near 35 hours a week doing this, but do something every day. Makes it easier, and it kind of keeps you in the jive, in the feel. Hey, Bandit. You're not going to run? Okay. I want some more food. And that's going to wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Probably already know this, but do something every day for eBay for yourself. Let me think of going up. Comment down below. Sub, share. Those are all free. Take a second to help me, help you, so we can help other people learn about selling physical media on eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you.